Imagine stepping outside early in the morning. The streets are quiet, buildings look blurred, sounds feel distant. It feels as if the whole city has paused for a moment. That is the power of fog. Carl Sandburg, in his short but deeply meaningful poem Fog, captures this silent moment of nature. In just 6 lines, he shows us how something so ordinary can feel mysterious and alive. This poem teaches us that even silence can speak. Fog is written by Carl Sandburg, a famous American poet known for using simple language and strong imagery. He often wrote about nature, cities, and ordinary life in a way that feels very real and relatable. The poet does not describe fog scientifically, instead, he uses imagination and comparison to make fog feel like a living creature. The central idea of the poem is the quiet, gentle, and temporary nature of fog. Sandburg shows how fog comes silently, stays for a short time, and then leaves without creating any disturbance. Through the metaphor of a cat, the poet tells us that nature does not always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it enters our lives softly and leaves us with a feeling of calm and wonder. Let us understand the poem line by line. The poem begins with the line, "The fog comes on little cat feet." Here, the poet compares fog to a cat. This is a metaphor. Fog does not literally have feet, but the poet imagines it moving like a cat. A cat walks softly and silently. In the same way, fog spreads quietly without making any sound. The comparison immediately creates a peaceful and mysterious image in our mind. The next lines are, "It sits looking over harbor and city." In these lines, the fog is shown as something alive. It is described as sitting and observing the city and the harbor. This is an example of personification. The fog seems calm, still, and watchful, just like a cat sitting and looking around. The harbor represents ships, water, and human activity. The city represents buildings, people, and busy life. The fog covers everything equally, showing how nature can quietly take control over human spaces. The poet then writes on silent haunches. Haunches are the back legs of animals, especially cats. When a cat sits on its haunches, it is alert but silent. The line strengthens the image of fog as a cat. The word silent emphasizes the noiseless nature of fog. Nothing is disturbed, there is no chaos, only calmness. And the final line of the poem is, "and then moves on." This line is very powerful. In its simplicity, the fog does not stay forever. Just as a cat gets up and walks away quietly, the fog also disappears silently. There is no dramatic ending. It comes, stays, and leaves peacefully. This poem uses very simple but effective poetic devices. The most important device is metaphor, personification, imagery. The poem is written in free verse. Now let us understand the themes of the poem. The poem highlights nature's quiet power. It teaches us that not everything powerful needs to be loud. Nature can influence our surroundings gently and silently. The poem also reminds us to slow down and observe. In our busy lives, we often ignore small moments. Fog teaches us to pause and appreciate calmness and simplicity. So, students, think of a natural element like rain, wind, clouds, or sunlight. How does it move? How does it behave? Keep observing, keep imagining, and keep writing. If you have understood this poem, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends, and comment below your thoughts.